9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is Timeless Elite Wednesday, not this bullshit CEO Wednesday. I don't care what anybody has to say, but this is your Timeless Elite, Stone Cold Courtney, your PR princess, whatever you want to call me, because we are with you in the next 2 hours. We are in the final week of residency. We're in the final week of residency, and we're here. We are kicking off with a grudge match between Josh Alexander, Hangman Adam Page, and of course we do have that creep Don Callis at ringside, but who is counting? And this is the third week in a row AEW Dynamite has been sold out. It's just crazy. It is crazy. So I know, Boza, I just can't believe it. Residency is here. We are excited. We're excited to have you on live so you get to spend the next 2 hours with me. So we do have a lot of good things happening. Of course, obviously, we have the grudge match, and also we have Bryan Danielson doing commentary. Since now moving forward, he's part of AEW Dynamite, and of course, on the look at that creep's face, he could tell he's not happy with Don Callis being there. But who am I to say? But we shall see what happens there. But hold on, sit your butts on your seats. We are here. We're here to spend time with you and just getting the party started. But very excited to be here with all of you tonight. I mean, we got some action. Obviously, we know that 500K, that is happening right now. The 500K match, the main event, it's been confirmed. And we have not one, but 2 women's matches. I mean, I can't believe we have 2 women's matches happening tonight. Obviously, my lady of the hour, the timeless one, Toni Storm, she's going to be in a street fight with Skye Blue. And I'm excited for that. We're also going to have tag team action. We're going to have the TBS champion Mercedes Moné taking on Inu Sakura, who also trained their opponent for All Out Toronto, Riho, where she'll be teaming up with my other lady in command, Alex Windsor. So it's going to be fun. So put your butts in the seats. We're very happy to do that. And I'm excited. To do that. So get ready, get set. We're ready for the next 2 hours with you guys for Timeless Elite Wednesday. We are kicking off with a grudge match. Josh Alexander, Hangman Adam Page. Obviously, we know Kyle Fletcher said a lot of things about Hangman from this past Saturday. And nice moonsault by Hangman. Caught him. It's hard to believe we are in the final. It's hard to believe we are in the final week of residency. My God, we're in the final week. Poor Josh Alexander got thrown over the barricade and some of the fans. Dear God. Oh my goodness. Yes. And the fans are really getting behind Hangman. Yes, Jason Kirby, cheer for therapy. That's what it is. Because, as you know, my day job is a publicist during the day. And obviously there's been a lot of news happening, circling around the world today where people are kind of really in shock. Don't want to get too much into detail because that's my job. I have to do it on both set spectrums. But there has been a lot that's happening today. But have no fear, your Timeless Elite is here to entertain you tonight. So just kick back and relax with me, and we're just going to have some fun here. And I actually do like Bryan Danielson being a commentary since he is. I'm curious to know how Nigel is going to react to this, because I know he does commentary for Collision and he can't stand Bryan Danielson. So we shall see on that. Yes, agreed, Jason Kirby. Thank you for joining, and you have to take it one day at a time. Agreed. Ooh, nice dive by Hangman. The fans, I will say, Philly, you showed up. It is so awesome because this is a total of 5 shows they sold out. 3 Dynamites they sold out. The Collision they had their first week was sold out. And now tomorrow night on Collision is sold out. So they had 5 sold out shows. And this is nothing in Chicago, but I'm just saying, Philly did pretty good. I mean, I don't care how you put it with AEW. Sold out is sold out. I don't look. Do they need to work on some stuff? Yes. Do they need to work on the women's division? Yes. But look, I don't care how you play it. You don't have to watch AEW. I know it is, but sold out is sold out. Yes, Boza. So just to let you know, tomorrow is the final day of Collision, and that is going to air on Saturday. And I think I love it because it does give them enough time if they have to do traveling, if they have to do independent work, or they just want to enjoy the weekend before they head to, they start heading out to Canada starting next week. Like London, Ontario, they're going to be there next week. And All Out Toronto is going to be next weekend. So they do have a little bit of cushion of resting if they want to do some extra sightseeing in Philly, if they haven't had the chance to. So, Boza, they're going to tape Collision tomorrow and it's going to air on Saturday. So please, no spoilers. Please. And just to let you know, we are in picture, but the match is still going live between Hangman Adam Page and Josh Alexander. And this is definitely a way to kick off none other than the AEW World Heavyweight Champion himself. So he is kicking. He is kicking. But like I said, I'm very happy to be with all of you. And it's been that way too. So it's been that way. But very excited to be with all of you. No, obviously, of course, Boza. I had to remind people of that because, yes, tomorrow is the final night of their residency, but they'll be back in the East Coast. I hope they do another one again because this one was really fun to do, and I was very happy. This one was really, really fun, and I was very happy to really be a part of it the first week. Obviously, attending like the Dynamite, the Collision, also attending Ring of Honor. I mean, it was just it was just super, super fun. And also with that too, because I know there's another watch along happening right now because Boss Lady and Christina are doing LFG right now. Yep, they're doing LFG right now. So feel free to head over there. I guess there's a reason why I couldn't connect to Twitter because I'm like, what's going on here? But that's okay because I'm able to do Facebook, I'm able to do YouTube, I'm able to do everything else. So we're good on that. But also, please make sure because after we get through Dynamite, we will be doing a quick post show on WWT Live where I give a quick analysis on what happened in AEW Dynamite, everything else, and guys, this is what happens when you're good at you. This is what happens when you're really good at your job. Because I think Ced and Will are I don't know if they're trying to kick me out because I don't think the people want CEO Wednesdays. Because since I started doing AEW watch-alongs, a lot of people are now starting to get to it. And they like the way I do watch-alongs. Because there are some people who just shit on AEW or just give a bias that they don't like it. And it's like, I'd rather look at this from both lenses. But back to our schedule of programming, we are back live. We are back from the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. AEW is in their final week of residency. We are seeing a grudge match between Josh Alexander and the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Hangman Adam Page. And of course, we do have that creep Don Callis, but I don't care about him. And also, if you did not know, at the top of the hour from moving forward, we have a new commentator joining the Dynamite broadcast booth. We have Bryan Danielson joining, and I'm very happy to hear because he did do a solid, good job on Forbidden Door and brought his own analytical skills to the podium. But I'm very happy on that. And I just want to see the look on Nigel's face, since now, because Nigel does commentary for Collision, I'm just curious, how's he going to deal with his arch enemy doing announcing for AEW Dynamite? So that'll be an interesting radar to watch in the coming months. But looking at the crowd, everybody's on their feet. Hangman Adam Page. Kick out made by Josh Alexander. Okay, here we go. I was like, oh, finally, I'm on Twitter. Oh, nice move by Hangman. Is he gonna do Buckshot Larry? Nice counter by Josh Alexander. German suplex. Oh God, I have to listen to this creep do commentary. Oh yes, Boza. Bryan Danielson was on a media tour for AEW Grand Slam Australia. He was promoting, and yeah, it's one of those things, but we will get into that because I think he was talking something else and also about the competingness. But we will talk more about that in WWT because I do have one of the stories that he mentioned on there. So we will get a full discussion with the entire panel. And they're outside the ring. Nice move by Hangman and Josh Alexander. And yes, Boza, we got to deal with that creep. Both men are down. Josh Alexander hit with the barricade, and the fans are going nuts. No, Boza, that's okay. Because like I said, I was going through stories, but I think we are going to talk about a little bit regarding Bryan Danielson. But that's okay. You can put in your say when we go on after AEW Dynamite. But that's okay. Like both men are down and the referee's trying to count to 10. Obviously, you do have members of the Don Callis family at ringside. You have Lance Archer. You also have Rocky Romero. And also, who knows what we're going to get? I mean, if you watched Collision this past Saturday, when Mark Briscoe went up against Konosuke Takeshita, we saw a surprise appearance from MJF, and he knows he has a bit of an issues with Mark Briscoe. And also, I do love that they put tweets out during this whole residency. I just love the interaction on here. It's so cool. It's so fun. And just, it just makes me happy to see. But I'm happy they are getting a lot of love to the city of brotherly love. So it makes me happy that the fans showed up. And they sold a lot of the shows. They did a lot better than Chicago. But don't worry, they'll be back. I'm hoping they do another residency in Philly again because it was so fun to have them for 3 straight weeks. It was so cool, so fun. You know, they got to get back on the road because they got to get ready for Toronto. But also, 2, kick out made by Josh Alexander. Later in the year, they will be back at Hammerstein Ballroom right in time for holiday season. So feel free, if you didn't catch him in Philly, you can also catch him at Full Gear in New Jersey, because I'm planning to go to that too. And also they'll be back in Hammerstein Ballroom and also for Ring of Honor Final Battle. So there's a lot of opportunity that they will be back in the East Coast. So don't fret. I just enjoy Bryan Danielson on commentary. He brings out a little intellectual. Well, nothing against like Tony Schiavone or any of the other guys, but it's just so nice to see it. Ooh, what's Josh Alexander doing here? Is he gonna do it? Oh, nice move by Josh Alexander! Oh my goodness, dude! Kick out made by Hangman, and he's putting the ankle lock as Don Callis mentioned, and Bryan Danielson. He mentioned, "Hi, Jeff Mitterling. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday with the Timeless Elite." And that's okay that you missed AEW a lot. There's a lot that's been changing. So, as you know, they're in their final week of residency for AEW at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Just to let you catch up to speed, we do have some top stars that are on the injured list. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, they're taking some time off to heal their injuries. Also, there was news, but I'll bring this up on WWT. MJF's going to be part of another project, movie production project. We'll talk more about that on WWT Live, but he's going to be part of another project. So don't know how long. Oh, nice move by Hangman outside the ring onto Josh Alexander. And what is Hangman going to do here? I love it when Doc Callis yells, no. Oh, and he picks up the moonsault. Yes. What's that creep doing at ringside? And then, of course, the numbers got to him. Oh, that creep. And then Rocky Romero tried to interfere. Can somebody please? I just want somebody to really beat the crap out of this creep, Don Callis. That's all I want. That's all I want. And also, just to let you know, Jeff, Hangman Adam Page is the reigning AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So just to let you know. And yes, Jeff, there's a lot of female wrestlers. There's a lot of ladies that happen. Oh, and hold on. 2, 3. And your winner in this match is Hangman Adam Page, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And I can tell you that creep is he's just enjoying all of this. I know. I mean, like I said, Kenny is going to be out for probably a while. So I don't know who Hangman's going to get at this point, because I know he looks like he's feuding with Kyle Fletcher, because Kyle Fletcher had a lot to say. So Hangman, he's standing tall as your AEW, and he is actually going to speak. So let's hear what the reigning champ has to say. Let's hear what Hangman has to say. He has to get a breath in.
Win this championship just to have someone like MJF change the stipulations of my matches by threatening a relation. And I did not give everything that I gave for this to have every single opponent need some kind of ballast head dumbass like Don Callis. The most important word in all elite wrestling is wrestling. And that is what I'm here to do. Because I am the all elite wrestling men's world champion.
Finally calling up, he said men's World Heavyweight Champion. And speaking of the proto star, Kyle Fletcher, he is out right now, and I'm sure he's going to have a lot of words to say. Oh, God. And here comes back. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see this creep out. We're gonna see this creep down Callus of all night. Oh God.
You know what, Hangman? That is a very lovely sentiment, but it does not matter. Because whilst you hold that title, the Don Callis family runs AEW.
I thought it was the Death Riders that ran AEW.
But there is a more important matter at hand. This past Saturday on Collision, I threw out a proposal to you, and I am yet to hear a response. So please, I am all ears. What do you have to say to my challenge, Hangman?
Well, he did put the challenge on Collision.
Well, first of all, Kyle, if you are all ears, then I want you to hear this. You are lucky that I do not have you life flighted out of this bitch after what you did last week.
The crowd is going nuts for Hangman.
But Kyle, I understand it. I understand it because I've done it before. You wanted to make a point. Well, if you want to make a point, and if you want to be the world champion, then you get your ass in this ring and you look me in the eyes and do it.
Hangman's calling out the Aussie Protostar. Of course, that creep wants to get involved. Well, it looks like Kyle Fletcher is going in the ring on his own. I think with him, hopefully he brings a lot of, and nothing against like any of the past champions for TNT, but I feel like he'll take the TNT title to the next level. They're saying Fletcher sucks. Oh God, Philly.
Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see a man full of potential, yet he can't put on his socks. But I do. I look at you, and I see someone who has everything that it takes to be successful in professional wrestling. You are built like a brick shithouse. You can talk, you are fast, you are strong, but when I look at you, there is one thing I see above all else. Kyle, I want you to hear me. When I look at you, I see myself 6 years ago standing in the ring across from Chris Jericho, dreaming and hoping to be a world champion. That's what I see when I look at you, someone full of potential. But Kyle, after what you did last week, I don't have a problem saying something that might be hard to hear, Kyle. As full of potential as you are not ready.
Oh, he said he's not ready.
Oh, here we go. I've heard it my entire career. I'm not ready. I'm full of potential. Oh, yeah, I'm not ready.
The fans are saying you're not ready. You're not ready.
Believe me, I have heard it my whole life. I'm 26 years old. I have not reached my prime yet. But I decide when my prime is. And my prime is right now. And will continue as long as I think well please. I am ready to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I am ready to carry this company, and I'm ready to be a world champion right now. God will approve. If you want this, I mean, if you truly want it, if you want to be the world champion, if you want to be a main eventer, you are 26 years old, if you want to be someone who can carry this company for decades, then I will give you a shot at this championship at All Out.
Oh, he threw out the challenge.
But as much as you want this, there's something I want from you. There's something I need from you. There's something that all of us, I mean every single one of us, we need from you.
Whoever's these idiots, what do you have to say? Huh? Come on.
Kyle, what I need for you is I need for you to do it yourself.
Oh, do it yourself.
I need you to earn it. I need you to face me at All Out, and I need you to leave the Don Callis family behind you. I need you to leave Don Callis back there. And damn it, I need you to find some stocks.
Wow.
So Kyle,
Wow.
what do you say? Hangman, Protostar, the World Championship at All Out.
No, the funny thing is, Hangman, you think that makes a difference? You think I need anybody to beat you? You have my word. At All Out, it is man on man, but make no mistake, I am leaving with the AEW Men's World Championship.
I love how they said men's world heavyweight championship.
6 years ago, I will not fail like you have 1,000 times over. At All Out, you will say my full name. The AEW TNT Champion and new AEW World Champion. The Protostar, Kyle Fletcher.
Wow. Wow. 1 week from Saturday. Interesting work by both the champ, but it'll be Hangman Adam Page, Kyle Fletcher for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh boy. And I think this is going to be, I know Kyle Fletcher's had many matches, but I think this is going to be the one where he can show that he can step up to the plate and be the future stars of AEW. Because like I said, some of your top stars are injured. And they're showing footage from this past Saturday at Collision, as I mentioned. Konosuke Takeshita taking on Mark Briscoe, and MJF interfered. And unfortunately, MJF and Takeshita had to stare down, and apparently they're going to have a match. I don't know when the match is going to be, but it looks like they're going to have a match. Okay, so they're catching cameras of MJF on what happened. So let's see. Backstage.
This morning I hopped up out of my silk-lined bed and I made a beeline dash to the front door of my house. And my wife, my newlywed wife, she screams out to me. She goes, "Where are you going? What about our honeymoon?" I said, "Toots. No honeymoon can start."
He said toots. Oh, I know Alicia's probably chuckling by now.
No less than what? I said, "You silly little bitch. I was married way before I ever met you. I am married to the game. I am married to hate. I am married to vengeance. I am married to ending you, Mark." So, Mark, I left that door. I left that house. I swung it right open, and I did it with a smile on my face. And
Well, he said I do. And up next, we're going to have the tag team match with the ladies. So, I didn't get to share this on Monday's show, but I kind of have to in a way. So, as he mentioned, and we didn't get to, but last weekend, we do want to send congratulations to Alicia Tout and I guess MJF because they did get married over the weekend. It was Mazel Tov because MJF is Jewish, so I'm very happy. Sending congratulations to the Lovebirds. Special day. Alicia looked gorgeous in her dress, and we did see her bridesmaids, and one of the bridesmaids happens to be Thunder Rosa. And I always love it when wrestling stars be like bridesmaids or groomsmen. I always love that within that space. It's so fun to watch. But we did see a lot of people from AEW obviously come to the wedding. And I loved how they still played in kayfabe because they said, oh, yeah. And they said, oh, yeah, we're just here for Alicia. We're not here for him. So that was hilarious because we did get to see a lot of the stars. We saw Hangman. We saw Prince Nana, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara. I think they were his groomsmen, I believe, because they all looked in uniform, but I don't know. We got to see Taz and Hook. We got to see Queen Aminata, Ty. Also, Max Caster was there because him and MJF trained at Creative Pro. So we did see a few Creative Pro stars there at the wedding. Max Caster, Mark Sterling. Also, we did get to see, as I think I mentioned, Darby Allin. We got to see Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett. So many people at that wedding. And also, Tony Khan, Mr. Bossman was there. I mean, obviously, you got to invite. I mean, it's always good to invite your boss at your wedding. You got to invite boss man. But it was a fun wedding. And really want to send a congratulations to the happy couple on their wedding day. Alicia looked. I know. He said he was there. He was tired. Oh my goodness. Yes. About a clean photo. He tweeted. I know he did kiss the title instead of Alicia. I had to find the most cleanest photo as possible, but do want to say congratulations to the happy couple. So, hi, Eddie Foster. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday, not the bullshit CEO Wednesday. I don't know why, but that's what happens when you're good at your job. Shout out to Maria. Thank you for joining because I'm catching up on people in the chat because there is so much happening. So much. I'm just catching up on everybody's chat. I'm like skimming through it. And yes, Boza, I'm just confirming there will be a special 3-hour watch along edition. And okay, so we have Miss Renee Paquin, and she talked about the 500K of the tag team, and we see the Young Bucks look like in catering a bit. They're not used to eating catering. They're used to eating the luxury food. Oh my God. And they gotta hit the rest of the roster. That's hilarious. Look like the Dark Order told them they gotta sit somewhere. I'm like, geez. Man. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're like the EVP. I love that they're embracing this, and it's kind of hilarious to see. You know, it's funny when Moxley comes in, everybody disperse. That's kind of hilarious. Like when Mox leaves, like everybody in like who want to have a catering just scared. But Moxley put an order in for this tag team match to happen. It'd be fun. Do you know you're being catapulted? I know. Yep, Maria, I know, because as I mentioned, Boss Lady and Christina, they're doing LFG right now. So I know. It happens. It happens. And, you know, I can't knock the ladies out because they're doing their thing. They've been doing this for a while. So, okay. But we have tag team action happening. Emi Sakura, because she has multiple belts. And we do have the CEO, Mercedes Moné. I will say, when I was there first week, everybody was on their seats for Mercedes, which I can't knock her for that. But it's going to be a tag team match. And it's good because they're facing off against Riho and my other lady of the hour, Alex Windsor. And we know Riho, she is back. She was the inaugural AEW Women's Championship. She was the inaugural AEW Women's Championship. And if you recall, on the first episode, Mercedes made her debut on AEW Dynamite. The first female she encountered was Riho. So there's a lot of backstory to this that many people don't know. Aha! And here comes my lady, Alex Windsor. See, Mercedes. I know. Yeah, it's no big deal. When it comes to Boss Lady and Christina, like, I give them a pass. I know, she is whining. And here's Riho, the two of them. There's my lady, Alex Windsor. And it's always nice. It's so nice to see Riho back. And obviously, we did get to see her back last week. Haven't seen her in a year, but they're showing the match, incredible match between those two. I do think it didn't make Alex Windsor weak. I do think because she's almost there breaking Jade's record. Mercedes, she's almost there. I don't think they're gonna drop the belt on her yet. Not yet. But I do think if they really want to make Alex Windsor the one to beat Mercedes, they do have to make her a little bit stronger. I mean, she's really great in the ring. It's just a character development. It just needs to be right there. It's just a character development. And obviously, she could get pointers from my other lady of the hour, the woman that had pinned Mercedes Moné, Timeless Toni Storm. So, all that. But here we go with this tag team match. We have Riho and Mercedes going at it. A little preview. And also Emi Sakura, just to let you know, she trained Riho. She trained her. She was one of the ladies that trained her in wrestling. So, student versus teacher. Yes. So, we know. Yep. Most of we know that. But like I said, she's almost there. She's almost there breaking Jade's record. Look at Riho. She's just so cute. But she's very dangerous. She's very, very dangerous, by the way. Oh, nice move by Riho. Because she did put on some really good, solid matches. She has. Tag was made to Alex Windsor. It's Windsor. But, yeah. And also, I wanted to throw in something because I know you guys watch WWT on Monday. Because I know Councilman said, I mean, they really want to call me and Honey out because we're not being haters of Mercedes. We just want to give proper constructive criticism. And I know what the belt collecting is all. Let me tell you this. I would give the same feedback if it was Kenny Omega or FTR or even Okada, because I'm kind of sick of Okada holding those belts. And also with the fact too, Okada hasn't even had a single pinfall loss since he's been in AEW. So I just want to throw that in there. And I think because, and correct me if I'm wrong, I just think a lot of people kind of countered Mercedes with the 10 belts. You kind of notice almost everybody puts a pedestal on like Kenny Omega, FTR, and Okada because they don't want to give constructive feedback. And they're not used to it. They think they're the greatest thing ever. But for me, I'm always a person that has to look at both sides. It's kind of like what Professor did too. He looks at this from both angles. And that's something I'm learning too, is kind of look at this from both angles. But look at this. Emi Sakura, Mercedes. Oh, there's Alex honestly, my gal's doing great. And here's Riho. Nice crossbody by Riho. And there's and it tells you why she's the inaugural women's champion. I know, Boza. I know. Exactly. You have to. And I know. But it's just one of those things you kind of have to make sure that it's going to be hard to do. But yeah, it usually is. It usually is. But for me, I kind of knew, and I know with All in Texas, I'm not going to lie, everybody picked Mercedes. Everyone picked Mercedes and thought like, oh, she's going to be AEW Women's Champion. I said, are you sure? Because the most dangerous you can have Toni is when she has her back against the wall. And the match is in picture-in-picture. Even though it's in picture-in-picture, the match is still going live. And I'm watching this on cable with TBS. But it looks like Mercedes and Emi Sakura. Oh, Sakura. Ooh, she's putting a nasty submission on the Alex Windsor. And also still to come tonight, we have Ricochet taking on Shelton Benjamin. And that's going to be a good match. That's a throwback to when they were in WWE together. So that is a throwback. And obviously we have the 500K 10-man tag team match. And obviously my other lady, Toni Storm, she'll be facing off against Skye Blue in a street fight. And if you saw on earlier on the Sandman's podcast, the Sandman gives Toni Storm a kendo stick, and their episode that features her will be dropping on Monday. So I can't wait to watch that episode. I did get a chance to listen to the episode that she was on MVP's podcast, and it was really great. And I love that it was like, it was kind of going beyond the timeless character, and it was unfiltered, obviously, and this was actually recorded right before her big match with Mercedes Moné at All Out in Texas. So lots have happened, but nice kind of by Mercedes. 1, 2, kick out by Riho. Exactly. I think because she hasn't lost. And for me, and I think what Will said, if she does get 10 belts, I don't want to hear nothing out of anybody. Well, to be fair, and this is kind of one of the things I noticed too, because Will brought up Chris Statlander saying like, if because of Mercedes, she's getting more TV time. This is where I kind of have to counter a little bit. And I may say this on this. I watched AEW a lot. And I've noticed this on socials where I don't like it. And especially if they're fans of Mercedes, I don't like when people shit on the rest of the women's division and always think them as nobodies and afterthoughts. That's the thing that kind of bothers me, because Chris Statlander was a former TBS champion. Some of them picked up gold way before she got there. So it's just really hard to figure out. But we are back live with this tag team match. Mercedes Moné and Riho. Oh, Mercedes Moné and Riho. Mercedes Moné, Emi Sakura taking on Riho and one of my ladies, Alex Windsor. And it's a rare treat because we have 2 women's matches on the final week. On the final week of AEW residency at 2300. I will say I do like the red. I do like her red because I think red does suit her. Oh, so this Saturday on Collision, we're going to have round 2 of Adam Priest and Tommy Billington taking on FTR at Collision this weekend. So I'm pretty sure they're going to end it with the bangs. But even though it's a taped episode tomorrow, it will be aired on Saturday. So just a quick FYI. Ooh, nice move by Riho. Yes, it will air coast to coast. I may have to DVR that because Saturday night it is college football, and my team Texas A&M is going to be playing Notre Dame. So that is a Saturday night game that a lot of people will be watching on national television. So I just have to make sure I DVR it. But the tag is made to my lady Alex Windsor taking on Mercedes Moné. Like I said, if they want Alex to be the one, they're going to have to make her character development a little bit stronger. And I love that she's working underneath Toni Storm. Hopefully that does help her kind of learn a little bit from her and maybe give her a few pointers on how to beat Mercedes Moné, because she does have a pinfall victory over her. I'm just saying she can learn a lot from her. Nice counter by Mercedes. Oof. On the ropes. Tag is made to Riho. Ooh, nice move. Nice move by Riho. Ooh. Oh my god, that drop kick. Don't let Riho's looks fool you. She can be very happy and perky, but she will be deadly. Kick out by Mercedes. Oh, nice tag team by Emmy and Mercedes. That's a nice tag team. Oh, nice move by Alex Windsor. I feel like Mercedes and Alex is definitely gonna go round 2. If it doesn't happen at Wrestle Dream, I have a feeling it may happen at Full Gear, and that would be crazy. Ooh, nice move by Riho. Sakura. Yep, Sakura. Ooh, here's Riho. What's she gonna do here? And then my lady, Alex Windsor. Ooh, she's putting a submission hold. Both of them. Because remember, Mercedes in tap. And your winners of this match is Riho and Alex Windsor. And it did look like Mercedes in tap, but it didn't count because it was attached to the ropes. But nice victory by Riho and Alex Windsor. A little messy, by the way, but you gotta give momentum to Riho right here. Can't win. Well, to be fair, Boza, she hasn't. To be fair, she hasn't been pinned in a tag team match yet. It's funny, her opponent's been tag team, but she's not been tag team clean. So we shall see. But the TBS title, Riho taking on Mercedes Moné. That's going to be a banger of a match. And we get to see the beautiful Renee Paquette, where she is backstage with Ricochet in the Gates of Agony.
And we can settle this one-on-one mono in the middle of the ring. No managers, no seconds, nobody, just you and me. And after I embarrass you tonight, the three of us will have all the momentum going into Toronto, where we will embarrass you one more time. And when all the smoke is cleared and the three of us, our hands are raised in victory, Shelton, Bobby, MVP, you will have no choice but to respect us. Because that.
Of course he does that. Well, it looks like both of them are trying to keep their men, but it's a callback. And our producer from the future. Well, it's funny you didn't say that about Emmy when she came out to Mercedes music. I'm just saying. But it would have been smart for Riho to come out. I don't know why, but you're asking me. Didn't I just say that? Mercedes hasn't had a pinfall in tag team match yet. The only person that had a pinfall victory over her is Toni Storm. She hasn't had a clean pinfall victory in tag team. Well, I mean, okay. All right. But I thought Shelton. Well, Boza, it is scheduled to be Shelton Benjamin taking on Ricochet, but he's calling. Sorry, Dylan. It's just I know. I do appreciate that. It's just been a very because since I've been back since I just came back from residency in AEW, it's just, I feel like there's always been a conspiracy against me, like trying to take over my Wednesdays, and feel like I have my back against the wall. I feel like I have my inner Toni Storm coming out. It's just one of those things, but okay, I do appreciate that. Not trying to be hostile, but thank you guys for joining. And we are in commercial, but we do want to let you know of the latest project that we are doing at Women's Wrestling Talk. And we do have a women's archive that is happening right now, because every support helps. Every little bit helps. And make sure to show this clip, because every little bit helps. We're trying to keep women's wrestling alive and well. And feel free to check this out.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate $1, $5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Every little bit helps, and make sure to donate today to help support women's wrestling and keep it alive and well. But like I said, I'm very happy to spend time with all of you. Just to let you know, we are in they're showing the promo of FTR, and I still call Magic Christian. 70-80 wins. 70 wins of AEW. And also, and I hate to say this, but 102 total wins. They did make wins, but I know there's one tag team that FTR hasn't won. I'm just saying, I know there's one tag team that FTR hasn't pinned, and that's my guys, the Acclaimed, because the Acclaimed have a pinfall victory over FTR when they were tag team champions. I just want to throw that in there. 58 combined championships, 1 Emmy nomination by Edge. I love that photo that they took together for Windsor. And all the picture of when they were babies. Well, Terry, to be fair, they're not making Mercedes look weak, because to be fair, she is collecting belts, and soon she's going to have belt number 10. So they're not making her look weak. It's just, yeah, she has one pinfall victory. They're not making her look weak. I mean, she's coming strong. Oh, and good. Oh, good. And we have this annoying weasel come out in FTR. Oh, boy. Terry M. Toronto is in Canada. Canada. The greatest tag team. I mean, I'm just saying, the Hardy Boys. Hello, Hardys. The Hardy Boys called. Oh my God, extra for Roseanne. Oh my God. I just can't. Oh boy. The fans are really booing them. They've been booing them since they got there. Oh, Lord. And it's funny, they have a match this Saturday on Collision. They're trying to fight the fans. Who's he trying to fight? Oh, God. They're trying to fight a fan. Get out of here. Not again. I can't deal with that. I know. And it happened during the first week I was there. Oh, Lord. They're trying to pick a fight with the fans. Come on now. What's Dax doing? He's trying to pick a fight with somebody. Oh, man. Are they kind of crazy? They know they can get fined for this stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's a plant. It's probably a wrestler that's there. They know not to mess with people in Philly. Are they really messing with the cameraman? They just shoved the cameraman. They just shoved the cameraman. What did the cameraman do? They're going after the camera people and security. Oh my God. Well, like we have, Dr. Sampson, Cheesecake, the referees, Aubrey Edwards. Like, that's a stage manager. Why are you hitting? Oh my God. I just hope the camera people don't be messing with the camera people and audio people. They're people too. Wow. Let's see Renee. She's backstage with the Hurt Syndicate. Talk about a WWE callback. Shelton said he got this.
If you can be trusted to leave your boys in the back, I'll leave my boys in the back. And then I'll put your goofy ass on your back.
Oh, well, Shelton can do it on his own. Well, he can do it on his own. MVP and Bobby are going to stay in the back. MVP says it's a pleasure for Renee. But up next is going to be Shelton Benjamin versus Ricochet. And we are wasting no time because Ricochet is starting to come out. And this is going to be a very, very good match. And talk about WWE throwback. Because I know these guys met when they were in WWE. Talk about a callback. And to answer your question, Boza, yes, I will be doing a live watch along of AEW All Out in Toronto. Because if you heard the news, it will be streaming on HBO Max. And for people that are already subscribed, you only have to pay $40. Which $40 isn't that bad. Because if you think about when you were growing up, when WWE had pay-per-views, it was like $30, $40. And then when they had WrestleMania, it was like $50. So $40 isn't that bad. But here comes Shelton Benjamin. Yes, Boza, like I said, we do not only All Out Toronto, but we also have WrestlePalooza happening. I'm not sure if there's going to be a watch along. I mean, I'm not doing double duty. I'm only going to do one, obviously All Out Toronto. So, oh, look at the fans. They are chanting, "We hurt people. We hurt people." And you can tell it is over. And here we go. Ricochet and Shelton Benjamin. got involved. Oh my god. Oh, boy. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. And they know each other very, very well from the past. So get ready. Shelton Benjamin's really putting on a clinic. My goodness, I feel like Shelton Benjamin's just like destroying Ricochet. No leaping kick. Oh my goodness. This is really fun. But even though this match is in picture, we are still live. This is your Timeless Elite. And we are in the final hour of AEW Dynamite with Timeless Elite Wednesdays with your PR princess, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me. I am here with all of you because as a publicist, I do have to keep up with things that are happening. And obviously there has been a lot of news that's been happening all over the world. I never want to wish death upon my own worst enemy. It's never fun. It's never okay. But just have to make sure because there are some things that need to be said. But it's also important to remember to have empathy for others, be kindness, but also making sure you're doing the right things for good, not for control, for misguided information, and sending dangerous propaganda to others. So just want to put that quick PSA out there. I'm happy to spend time with all of you because have no fear, your Timeless Elite is here to spend time with all of you on this weekly edition of Timeless Elite Wednesday. We are in the final week of residency in Philadelphia. It was a blast. It was fun while it lasted, but they got to get on the road because they're heading to Toronto for All Out. But we do have a few more matches. Of course, we have my lady, Toni Storm and Skye Blue in the Philly Street Fight. We also have that 500K 8-man tag team match. We have the Ops and Brodino taking on the Death Riders and the Young Bucks. Obviously, Marina Shafir is going to be at ringside. always good to see Brodino. I know Monday I got a lot of slack because people said, and Will, we're talking about no slander against El Grande, but if I had to pick, because a couple of months ago, Will asked me which luchador that I think from AEW could at least go toe to toe with El Grande, I picked Bandino. And of course, I did get laughed at, and I was like, I don't know why everybody's laughing. He could give him a run for his money because the fans love him. I had the chance to witness Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor in person when he defended the title. And when I sat in the media scrum, he's funny and has a very great personality. And he has 2 belts, by the way. So I'm just saying. And he reminds you of Zora. But we'll talk about Bandino throughout the program. But we are back live to AEW Dynamite, coming to you from 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. We have a callback to WWE days. Shelton Benjamin taking on Ricochet. So we actually did confirm that both members, the Gates of Agony and the remaining members of the Hurt Syndicate, are from ringside before they head in their big trios match next weekend at All Out Toronto. Ricochet tried to do a chop. Shelton Benjamin didn't feel it. I just don't understand. It's crazy how Shelton and Bobby are in their 50s and they can still move like they were in their 20s when they first debuted into wrestling. It's just so crazy, and I love it. I just love it. That's what happens when you focus on yourself and you're in shape. You definitely, what happens when you focus? You be on yourself and everything else. And they said, "Oh, I like these tweets. Put some respect on Shelton Benjamin today." I do love that they're tweeting on Dynamite. So good to see Riho back on TV. Oh, I love seeing these tweets on TV. Playing the Hockey Night theme for this FTR/CNC tale of the tape is pretty cool. Mox giving the Young Bucks all the money if they win is intriguing. So far, AEW Dynamite has been great.
There's 2 pork chops left. I wrapped them up in aluminum.
It's always fun reading those tweets. I think that's hilarious. Well, it's hilarious, but it's also very, very intriguing too. So.
Yeah, those thrust kicks, but you can see the difference in power between Ricochet's and Shelton's. Yeah, when Shelton delivers that thrust kick, it's as if he's aiming straight behind his opponent's head. That's what you want to do. You want to go through the opponent. It's like tackling someone on the football field. You don't tackle, then you go through it. That's right. Listen to this crowd. They're loving this action.
I love it. Oh my goodness. The Benjamin Button Progress. Well, yeah, because Benjamin Franklin, we are in Philadelphia, Liberty Bell. He's just in the most shape, Shelton Benjamin. I did watch NXT, and I'm trying to see what you meant, because Booker said a lot of things on NXT last night. He said a lot of things. So elaborate me on this, because I actually watched NXT today, caught up to speed, and I know we're going to be talking about that on WWT Live shortly. But just a final reminder, once we're done AEW Dynamite, we're going to head over to WWT Live, and I will be giving a quick post show on what happened on AEW Dynamite. So just stay put, get your butts in your seats, and we are rocking and rolling. And Ricochet had those scissors out, but you can't fool Shelton. Ricochet can try to, but Shelton Benjamin ain't falling for it. Look at Shelton. I'm like, Shelton, I know you really want to. Oh yeah, we've seen a violent side of. Oh, he broke those scissors off. He's like, I don't need those scissors. I can kick. He's like, I don't need those scissors. And oh, we thought we were gonna see it, but the Gates of Agony came out, and I'm sure MVP will. I'm pretty sure MVP will. Oh my God, 3. Your winner of this match is Ricochet. And the funny part about it is MVP stayed in the back. MVP and Bobby Lashley. Oh, here we go. Here's MVP with his cane. He's trying to do that. Oh, nice monkey flip by MVP. I love that. Nice one. And Bishop Khan trying to take away from MVP. Here comes Bobby Lashley taking on. Oh my goodness. Shelton Benjamin trying to do the life out of Ricochet. There is going to be so much chaos and so much mayhem in this trio match. They should just give him like a Canadian trio street fight. No disqualification, no countouts. Just give him the win. When Tiffy came out, Booker said that he was going to crack it. I think it did. I have to recall that because there's a lot that happened. Yes, and we do. And oh boy, we had a full house tonight on WWT Live. So brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know what to expect on a Wednesday. So brace yourselves, people. But I'm going to tell you something. The trios match is going to be full of chaos and mayhem. And we get to hear from Hook.
To replace me before my body was cold in trio championships. But Joe explained it. Now I get it. Makes sense. Look, I've been an athlete my whole life. I know how it works. You're out hurt, it's next man up. Fair enough. It's what it is. Yeah, I do appreciate the fact that the authority got my back. However, with that being said, it's time for Hook to stand on his own. Or maybe not.
Oh boy. Well, it's going to be a fun one. I don't know who has the keys. I know it's not going to be me that's going to have the keys. I think I did enough work in the summer. I deserve to sit back, just relax, and just like cave in. But I mean, it looks like Hook is kind of teasing a trio of his own. Which it's very interesting because I know him and Powerhouse Hobbs were part of Team Taz when AEW first started. When AEW, I don't know. And also, we didn't see Shibata last week because it would have been nice to get his own thoughts. But what Samoa Joe said to him made sense because Hook at that time was injured and Powerhouse Hobbs stepped up to the plate. So we should see how that works because there's a lot of storytelling into this. And with the fact too, it's time for some of these young stars to step up to the plate because some of your top tier stars are injured. It's time to really get up to the plate. And also, if you did not watch Collision, Big Bill made a call out to Eddie Kingston. Oh boy. And Eddie Kingston, I don't know how he is in his rehab because I know he's still healing from his injury. He's doing rehab, even though he says it sucks, but he's doing the right procedures and hopefully he'll be back 100% healthy. But I'm just saying, Big Bill versus Eddie Kingston. Ooh. Boza he is, but I think he's still on rehab. He's rehabbing to get back. But like I said, it would be nice to have a splash of Eddie Kingston coming back. Obviously, hopefully we get to see my guy, my main squeeze, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, because he was hurt too earlier this year. So hopefully we get to see him back soon. Because I will say this, Hangman, Darby, and even with MJF, because I know MJF's going to be probably doing a movie, they can't all do that by themselves. So this is where some guys really need to step up to the plate. Oh, yes. Frustrated. Maybe Eddie doesn't like the process, because some wrestlers can be stubborn and they don't like the process. Yes, OC, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time on when they're going to pull the plug on OC. So I'm just waiting. And yes, Extreme Rules. And I better get a good match too. I better get a good match by these two ladies. I don't want nothing that's less than 5 minutes. I want them to like go all out on it. You mean MVP or MJF? I just want to make sure. So it is official. Hangman Adam Page taking on Kyle Fletcher, and we see Toni Schiavone with Kyle Fletcher in that creeped on Callis. Well, there's official, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan, really? Look, I know you don't like Toni Storm just because she's not Australian. She's from New Zealand. Okay. Well, to be fair, Orange Cassidy isn't champion yet, but he will be. I mean, he was the best, one of the best, if not the best international champion. So I'm just saying. But, and I like this because up next is the Philly Street Fight. And I love it when the ladies are involved. It's time for them to get physical. Oh, and here she is, the lady of the hour. Oh my goodness. The sicko she's taking out the time. She's taking out everything. I can't blame her for that. She's like, well, I think she does. Well, as I mentioned, Boza, we did see photos of her with the Sandman earlier today, and she was getting advice, and you see the kendo stick the Sandman gave her. Well, she did get advice from the Sandman, and there are in Philly, so I don't have a problem with her being in a street fight. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be physical. We shall see. She's paying homage to the Sandman. I love it. Oh, Dylan, you think that? Well, it's really interesting because we're going to talk about this because I have some theories. And if I was in that writing room, it's very intriguing. But we do see Sky Blue coming out because I don't want Toni's reign to be watered down. And I don't want it to be too repetitive. And you also have to think, like, who's going to be the one to take it from her? I don't want it to be taken from Jamie Hayter yet. Because there's a lot of story between these two ladies. And I do think it can continue leading up to Wembley next year. Because those two have a very interesting, unorthodox rivalry. And also, break time. Here we go. We start off the match. We see Toni Storm bringing out her inner Sandman with the kendo stick, taking on Sky Blue. She's going to have that kendo stick. We are in a Philly street fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Oh man. I love that she's paying homage to the Sandman. Well, Dylan, to be fair with Alex Windsor, I was saying this earlier. I think she's going to be the one to take Mercedes' TBS title because Mercedes is almost close to breaking Jade's record. And I do think there is a lot of untold story between them. I mean, as much as I would love Riho to do it, I do think Windsor should be the one to take it because I feel like she has the wrestling ability. It's just continuing building that strong character. The problem I have with this is really elevating the title afterwards. Oh no! Hopefully there's a lot of physicalness. Oh no! Oh my goodness! That is gonna hurt. Ooh. Yep, her breath got stapled. I know, Boza, I did see it. I was like, it just got stapled. Uh-oh. Oh, she stapled her tits. Oh no. Oh no, not her. Oh, not that private area. Oh dear God. I know it's a street fight and all, but oh my God. Woo! Oh my goodness. I thought Swerve was a little bit lethal with that staple, but woo! Oh my God. Oh. She'll be okay. Oh, she stapled Skye Blue. Oh, she stapled her Heidi. Nice hip attack outside the ring. Well, Toni said she wanted this, and she's channeling her inner Sandman. I love this. I don't care if they go until 1945. Let them have this match. I don't even care about the main event. Just let them have this match. But we are in picture, but the match is still going on with the street fight happening. I'm enjoying this. My Lady of the Hour, Toni Storm, taking on Skye Blue. Oh God. And she's just, yes, exactly. I'm not surprised either because Skye Blue actually loves these types of matches. Because if you remember, her and Julia Hart took on Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale in a tornado tag team match in Winnipeg, and they brought out everything, like the barbed wire tables, the thumbtacks, everything in that match. And it was on an episode of Rampage, by the way. That was so cool. That was really so cool to watch. Going back to my point with Alex Windsor, I do think she should be the one to are the three to take it. Well, because I hope you know it, but the fatal 4-way match at All Out is going to be obviously Toni Storm taking on Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tekla. I do want Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm to continue because I feel like there is a lot of, like, if I was in that writer's room and creative, I would pretty much milk that leading up to Wembley Stadium because Jamie never had the chance to wrestle at Wembley Stadium. She never had the chance to wrestle when they went to Wembley Stadium. The first year she was hurt. Second year she came back with Saraya during 0 Hour, and she never wrestled in a match. And it would be cool for her. So I think there is a type of story that you can do because obviously you have Timeless Toni Storm because she's timeless anyway. And for me with Jamie, if I was working on the character side of it, because I know she has like this groovy 70s look where people think it's Daphne, I would kind of revamp it and get inspiration from Jim Morrison in the Doors because that's who the hair and everything else reminds me of. So I would pretty much take inspiration from that and just kind of amp it up a bit and be a little bit more aggressive. Or if you really want to do it, you could get inspired because she's based in the UK. You get inspired by things by UK artists or anything else that was fully influenced by The Door. And I think that would be really cool to just have that mesh up together. oh my God, if they bring music into the door throughout this whole journey, I would be like on the floor. I know, but honestly, I would probably get like Jim Morrison and the Door vibes. Like, if you can do something to really tweak that in there and get inspiration for that, that would just be amazing. And I think they should have a story continuing, because there's a lot of untold story between them. And also with the fact too on how she got hurt and who took the title from her, Toni Storm. But we are back alive with his street fight, Philly street fight, I should say. Timeless Toni Storm, a main lady, a caking on Skye Blue in a Philly street fight. Toni Storm just challenging her inner Sandman. You would think at least this is a street fight. If Tony Khan can get scrappy too. Well, actually, that's a lot of people think it's Daphne, but I kind of want to see her get that Jim Morrison and Doors vibe. That's what I want to see. And also, since you're in the UK, you should definitely use somebody that I guess a lot of people do have influence of the Doors, like, because UK has some pretty cool music, and I think that would kind of vibe too. Oh, just took out the street sign, Skye Blue. Well, ooh, Skye Blue's hit face on the barricade. Well, let's see what Tony's got. Ooh, what's that? I smell. Oh, I guess that's her newest feature. I smell a rat. She has a table of mouse traps. I smell a rat. Oh my God. And she's eating the cheese. She's trying to let it cheese to Brian Daniels. Oh, I guess Excalibur wants the cheese. Oh, that's funny. I know Brian Danielson is probably thinking, what the heck did I do to deserve this? Jeez. Oh. Jeez. One mousetrap I could hurt. Could you imagine having multiple mousetraps? All right. She's trying to do a Storm Zero on here. Oh my God. This is going to be crazy. What's she going to do here? Oh! But the table didn't break. Yeah, just remember, 10 days away from All Out, she's defending the AEW World Title in that Fatal 4-Way match. So, oh my goodness. Oh my God. That is a hurt. And the table didn't even break. It didn't break. This is the match she wanted. Hey, look. I give her credit. I mean, hey, this is the final week they're in residency. They might as well come with a bang. And it's nice to see her on Dynamite, because I know the last two visits she was on during this residency was on Collision. So it's nice to have that one-on-one. We want cheese. That's what the fans are saying. We want cheese. Oh my God. Oh, my lady. My lady. But I love her. She's the reason she got me into AEW. My lady of the hour. Ooh, steel chair. Skye Blue hitting tons of steel. She's channeling that inner Sandman. You know, you would think if it's a Philly street fight, there would be no countouts. No disqualification, no countouts. Just a regular street fight. Oh, and I saw somebody holding an ECW sign up there. That is so cute. Kick out made by Skye Blue. What is more weirder, cheese or therapy chant? I'd probably say the cheese. The cheese, it was actually really weird. People were saying cheese. Oh my God, is that an electric fly swatter? Oh. She said she wanted that match. She wanted to rip your tits out. Storm Zero. Oh my God. Would have been funny. Would have been funny if Falls got anywhere in this match. It would have ended. Oh my God. That would have been insanity. Oh my goodness. But the fans are cheering for Toni. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, I love that the ladies are getting physical. They're getting physical with these kind of matches and don't have a problem with that. As long as it's not like the death matches, then I'm fine. I'm okay with like these street fight and hardcore matches. I'm okay with like these hardcore and street fight matches. I'm okay with that. But when it comes to death matches, yeah, that's a whole conversation. I don't know if I approve of that. Kick out made by Toni. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't want them. Yeah, we don't want them like Mox crazy. I'm okay with like the hardcore matches, the street fight matches, and no disqualification matches with them, but don't want to get them like too crazy. Don't want them in any death matches. And what is Toni gonna do? She's gonna do a hip attack right here. Hip attack. That had to be physical. Ooh, Storm Zero onto the steel chair. 2, 3, and your winner of this match is my lady of the hour. You call her Toni Monroe. I'm going to call her Toni the Sandman. She challenged her inner Sandman, Toni the Sandman. Oh, boy. She survived. I smell a rat. I think that's her next movie. I think that's going to be her next movie. I smell a rat. And hey, I would love that to be directed. But of course, we see Tekla and Julia Hart, obviously with the Triangle of Madness coming in. Of course, they do want to beat up on Toni Storm, especially what happened with Skye Blue. And we see Chris Statlander, because she is part of that Fatal 4-Way match too. And I'm actually happy Chris Statlander is getting a taste of an opportunity in AEW Women's Gold, because I don't think she has before. It's mostly been the TBS title, but I love that she is getting like at least an opportunity for the AEW Women's title, because I do see a potential for her to be in that conversation. But like I said, Jamie and Toni. Ooh, and here's my other lady, Jamie Hayter. I know, I got all my ladies tonight. I got Alex Windsor. I have Jamie Hayter. I have Toni Storm. I got all 3 of my ladies. And I love it. I got all 3. But like I said, Jamie Hayter has issues with Tekla. I can't see them go one-on-one in the future. That needs to happen first before she gets with Toni. Ooh, Haterade and Toni Storm. I mean, oh my God, Jamie. She got the Haterade. But her and Jamie Hayter. Oh my God, Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart. But Julia Hart's putting the moves because we've seen those two have issues with each other. But the Triangle of Madness is really putting on a clinic. And also I'm happy Tekla is getting a shot too, because I do see her in that realm of the AEW Women's title. Oh, she's putting that spider in effect. Poor Toni. She looks like a spear. And also with the fact she hasn't lost yet. But I do think it's nice that, yep, this is going to be Chris's first attempt. This is going to be Tekla's first attempt. And just seeing how it is, because I do think they can be in the realm of AEW Women's title. And just seeing how they feel, I do see them as future champs. Somewhere down the line, it's just a question is who's going to be the one to take it from Toni. I just don't want it to be like watered down, because if you beat Toni, I just don't want her title reign to be watered down the same way it was with Mariah May. And that made me very sad. Oh, and speaking of other ladies, we see Willow Nightingale backstage with Renee Paquette.
So when people buy that, there's a certain issue with it, right? And so I think they should be punched in the face. And if they still don't get it, they should be punched in the face again. There's one person for months and months who cannot get it.
Please. Please. Oh, the Cameron. She's just coming in here. Just when Willow's putting the challenge. Harley Cameron. I think Harley's trying to get Willow and Chris Statlander to make up, and I'm really happy to see Harley back, and she's wrestling a lot more. Willow joining Chris Statlander and Harley. I feel like Harley could be the glue and nucleus. And I know there is a lot feeding. And Willow said to watch her back. Well, Dylan, it would be nice to see Willow be heel. But the thing is, she's like one of the top baby faces, and the fans love her. It's just how would that work? Yeah, not a heel turn, but because you kind of need a top baby face in your ladies division. And I know the fans love Toni, and the fans love Toni and Mina and Queen Amanada, of course, but you got to make sure Willow is there. But she really wants Marina Shafir. And I've been saying this since I've been doing these watch-alongs for the last couple months. They need to have a one-on-one match. It needs to happen. I don't want this. I know. Like, honestly, if I was in that writer's room in AEW or handling the booking for this, I would definitely have them have a one-on-one. And I know they have matches for All Out in Toronto, but also we had to think. Well, Bosa, to be fair, I don't know about Nobody's because she did face off against Layla Gray at Ring of Honor, and that was pretty good. But I wouldn't say like Nobody's, just like amateurs and people within the independent space to be appropriate. But I do think it would be great for Marina and Willow to have it one-on-one. I really want to see them probably go at it. If it's not All Out in Toronto, I actually wouldn't mind seeing this at either Wrestle Dream or, because we have not had a Blood and Guts yet. So I don't know if they're going to do it like when they're on the road to either Wrestle Dream or Full Gear. But if they're going to do it on a pay-per-view, like if they're going to have like Wrestle Dream devoted to Blood and Guts or something of a Dynamite, they need to have that match happen because it's been brewing, the two of them, for months. It's time to really get them in the middle of it. And as I said, for the Fatal 4-Way, I'm very happy Chris Statlander and Tekla are really getting a taste of opportunity in the AEW women's division. I'm really happy Toni is putting up the challenge. Like, step up to the plate. I'm going to see who's going to do it. And I love that she's opening because she's a fighting champion. She want to see all newcomers take control. Who's going to step up to the timeless one? So I'm happy we are getting a taste of that. And like I said, if you saw Collision this past week, Toni and Jamie Hayter has some unfinished business between them. And I would love to see that. I mean, I know people want the rematch between Mercedes and Toni, which is fine. Yes, she definitely wants a script. I don't blame her. She's a fighting champion. I know people want Toni and Mercedes, which somewhere down the line they'll have a rematch. But for me, I'm thinking of Wembley Stadium next year. I would love to see Toni Storm taking on Jamie Hayter. The AEW women's title doesn't even have to be on the line because they have a story they can build off of. So it doesn't even need to be the title, but if you can include it, that would be great. And it would be awesome for Jamie to get AEW Women's Gold in her home country in Wembley Stadium in London, England. But we do have some matches announced for Collision this weekend. Round 2, Adam Priest and Tom Billington taking on FTR, round 2. And also, who will Mark Briscoe choose because he's facing off against a what match is going to choose. And also MJF will be making an appearance on AEW Collision, which is crazy. And we have the AEW Unified Championship Tournament final 3-way match. We do have some matches happening. Okada taking on Michael Oru. Konosuke Takeshita taking on Anthony Bowens. And the Beast Mortos taking on Mascara Dorada at September to Remember next week. So we have a little tournament on who's going to face on who's going to go. So we shall see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this Titantron of the Young Bucks, and this is so crazy. Who is handling this? Oh my God. I know, we don't even know. Yeah, we kind of know that Tony Khan loves tournaments. He loves tournaments. But I'm laughing at this. I'm just laughing at this Titantron, like, oh my God. I love that they, like I said, I have nothing against the Young Bucks wrestling wise, but I love that they are embracing this and really just playing along with this, which really makes this very interesting, because now it's like you took away the power of the EVPs, because I know somewhere down the line they're going to get it back. There's a 500K, and it's right here, Bryan Danielson. Oh my goodness. You know what? I would not be shocked if Jon Moxley got in the face of Bryan Danielson, because you got to remember what happened at Wrestle Dream last year. He pretty much destroyed Bryan Danielson, the entire Death Riders. So it's going to be very interesting to see that happen. And here we go. We're getting ready for our main event on AEW. Bless Brian's heart for staying here. I know, because if you go for Forbidden Door, he left on the last match, and he was like, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm making sure I don't get myself hurt. I will see you later. And here come the rest of the Death Riders. And I find it hilarious. Like, even though Yuta is from Philadelphia, they were really booing him. And they said, F you, Willard. I'm like, oh my God. I can't believe this man is getting booed even in his hometown of Philly. That was their way of having. I know it's crazy, but don't be surprised if you see eye-to-eye interactions with Moxley and Bryan Danielson. And like I said, we do have a coffin match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley at All Out Texas. Do not be surprised if Gabe Kidd comes out and Darby Allin comes out, because he's been harassing the Death Riders as we speak. Of course, he has to, and he's been saying this since the beginning. After the Death Riders destroyed, well, not destroyed, reciprocated, Bryan Danielson is really getting some of the AEW roster teaming together and being the common enemy, which is the Death Riders, because they've been wreaking so much havoc going back to last summer, even like at All Out in Chicago, Wrestle Dream in Washington. But I do think Darby's going to get some unexpected help, because Big Bill called out Eddie Kingston, so he should be returning soon. My main squeeze, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, he'll be back soon. So he's going to get some reinforcement help. It's just a matter of time on when that's going to happen. Yeah, I wonder who Hook will get to help him take those 6-mans. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting on who Hook is going to get, because knowing him, I feel like he's that person where you would least expect he knows a lot of people. I mean, obviously he's friends with Shibata, but we shall see. I know Bandito has to do some traveling, but hey, that man, Brodito, they're traveling all over the world. And we get to see the reigning AEW Tag Team Champions, Brodino. Oh my goodness. Brody. And we get to see Bandito. You know, it's funny, Will and Seth laughed at me because they think El Grande's traveled all over the world. I'm like, Bandito has too. Bandito's got 2 belts. And also with the fact, too, Monday Night Raw was actually El Grande Americano's first ever pinfall loss, when you really think about it. So, but Bandito has been doing a great job as the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship match. Seeing his match against Hechicero live in person, it was just incredible. He was doing amazing moves, and he's been doing very, very well, and also being a tag team champion alongside Brody King. The 2 of them have known each other, as I mentioned in backstage segments that's been posted on social. They've been knowing each other for years. So it's really cool to have this tag team kind of effect. But here we go. Yeah, I know. That's going to be interesting because the next pay-per-view Ring of Honor is going to have is Final Battle in December. So who's going to be the one to step up to the plate against Bandito? But we have our main event happening right now. We have Matthew Jackson taking on Bandito. These 2 going at it. But yeah, we have our main event. We have the 500K 8-man tag team match. Pretty much whoever wins gets 500K. And they're rich. So we have obviously the Young Bucks and the Death Riders taking on Brodino and the Death Rider. The referee just kicked the Young Bucks. Hey, I mean, when you have that kind of money, I mean, hey, people get extra money. They get extra money in their pay cut, and hey, I'll be like, hey, boss man, I'll be like, Tony Khan, write the check. Can you write the check, Tony Khan? But like I said, we are in the last 10 minutes of Timeless Elite Wednesday. Just to let you know. Oh my God. Bandito was trying to do the Macarena. And I guess Brody King's like, no. So nice tag team there by Brody King and Bandito. Oh, that was cute. That was cute. Bandito trying to do the Macarena. Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. But here comes Samoa Joe. See, Samoa Joe is a person that likes to have fun, but he can be serious. Like, he can have fun, but he can also be very serious too. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, they can be serious too. Samoa Joe, he can be serious, but he also can have fun too. He can also have fun. He can have so much fun too. Yes, happy to see Shibata back. So happy to see Shibata back. Because we didn't see Shibata last week. We didn't see him last week. So very happy to see him back. Well, Terry M, to be fair, regarding Harley Cameron, she just came back from a serious injury. And I do think they have something to do with her. And it's nice that she is getting into the ring. So there is stuff to do. And Harley Cameron is actually an entertainer. Like, she can sing, she can speak Chinese, she does ventriloquism. And also she is getting better in the ring. And plus, it's going to take time for her because she's new to this. So she is building up. I'm happy she's working alongside Chris Statlander and a few other ladies. And I will say this, Mercedes Moné has given praise to Harley Cameron on projecting her craft of wrestling. So when you get an endorsement like that from the CEO, anything is possible. Well, I'm not surprised Boza is going to go into overtime, but we do see Bandito, we see Samoa Joe, we just see so much chaos happening in our main event happening tonight. Look at the Young Bucks staring for Brody and Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh my God. And also make sure to watch. Also make sure. Oh, here comes Brody flying. And the fans are going nuts for Brody. Yeah, all three of the ops are attacking Claudio. That's funny. But just to let you know, I was gonna say something. Oh, make sure to check out Twisted Metal. That's appearing on Peacock right now. Samoa Joe is a part of that series that's airing on Peacock. So make sure to check him out. He did talk a little bit about this when he was on Chris Jericho's podcast. So it's really cool. He's dabbling into the acting space. Oh, nice move by Bandito. He's just doing this. Hold on, Bandito. Oh, nice leapfrog. Well, I should say frog smash, but no. Said, just because you think you can try to, this is an authorized stream. It has been posted on WWT's socials that it is involved, but when I was gone, you didn't do a watch along for AEW Dynamite. And if you really want to take over, get your ass to do a watch along. That's all I have to say. Because, as I said, this is what happens when you're good at your job. This is what happens when you're good at your job and somebody wants to take it. So, oh, please. Oh, please. Boss, you think Boss Lady... I know, right? Well, Boss, you better have to take that up with Boss Lady, because Boss Lady asked me to do watch-alongs for AEW. She asked me. The only way you could take over my day and my watch-along, Tony Khan has to give me a job working. He has to sweep me on my feet and give me a job. That's it. That's the only way Boss Man's going to happen. Because I feel like that's an recurring theme. You need to hire Courtney. No watch along from said when you were in Philly, Courtney. Best thing we got from... Yeah, I know. Taking over the keys. Pretty much. And I was working. I was working that night doing residency. But we are back live. Well, not back live, but we are in picture-in-picture for the main event for the 500K 8-man tag team match. But we're in picture-in-picture right now. Just to let you know, once we're going to do a quick post-show. We're going to do a quick post-show over on WWT Live where I give a recap on what happened on AEW Dynamite just to make sure everything is good. So do not go anywhere. Just make sure because we got a full house. I don't know who has the keys, but we shall see. Because I'm going to sit back and enjoy this because I've been working a lot this summer. And it's okay for me to take a step back with the keys because I'm like, I'm just sitting. I'm just enjoying this. And I know the whole team knows I've been working twice as hard the last, actually not just summer, but the last couple of weeks, just going for the first week of residency and trying to get to media scrums and trying to do everything I can to make this brand alive and well. Aw, thank you. Has been going a great job showing love to AEW. Aw, thank you. I know. It's like, it's not even slander. It's just constructive feedback. And it's not even mostly on wrestling. Now, we can get into that because if you want to talk shit about my lady Toni Storm, because if you recall on the road to All in Texas, he was saying a lot about my lady Toni Storm. And you didn't even see his ass for 3 weeks after Mercedes had her loss at All in Texas. I'm just saying. But we are back live with our main event, the 500K main event match is happening. We have the Young Bucks and the Death Riders taking on the Ops and the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Bro Dino. And I actually do love that they are being incorporated in the Death Riders a bit because people love Brody. People love, nice move by the Young Bucks. You know, I will say this, even though like sometimes the Young Bucks can act like assholes, they are a really great tag team. They do pull off a lot of banger matches with each other. So you can't take anything away from the Young Bucks, to be honest. You really can't. But I just really love this. Hold on, let me see. It's just weird seeing Bryan Danielson. It's just weird seeing Bryan Danielson like on commentary. Don't be shocked if Moxley doesn't get in his face, because meat. They say meat. They say meat. Meat. They wouldn't act like fools. Exactly. They're starting to embrace it. And I love that about the Young Bucks. Very good Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm happy he does have gold in the trios belt. I am. And plus, is Marina Shafir crazy? Did you remember the last time she was in the ring with Powerhouse Hobbs? She's lucky she don't get a powerbomb by him. Which I would love to see. I would love nothing more than for Powerhouse Hobbs to do it. Because I am happy they're starting to bring a little bit of the intergender mix in between on how I watched it back in the day with WWE, with Trish and Lita and Molly and the girls of that golden era, Jazz, Jackie. Like, that was so fun. It was just so fun. Brodito and the Ops might be the easiest team to root for. Everybody is a badass. I'm looking at all these tweets from AEW. Everyone in this arena wants to see Wheeler Yuta get destroyed, including me. Oh my god. Box refusing to look at Bryan on commentary. I thought at least he would see eye to eye, but I guess God. Oh, Bryan Danielson. Oh my goodness. It's just hilarious to watch. Kick out made by the Young Bucks. I can't even tell which. Yeah, Nick. That has to be Nick. Nick Jackson. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Nice suplex by Brody. Nice tag team by there. And they have to go to CMLL in Mexico, where they're going to be. And I actually do like that they have an opportunity to go overseas to the organizations they're partnered with. I'm happy they're taking the dive in CMLL because, of course, obviously Bandino has a lot of history there. I would actually love to see them go over to New Japan. And it's not even defend the belts. It's just like be in action. Because it would be kind of cool to see. And I love it when some of the stars in AEW, they go overseas in Japan. And I would like to see more of that in like the New Japan and Stardom space. Because you have those partnerships. You just have to figure out it. And there's so much I can do in the like if I was in that writer's room and production team, it's just like, oh my god, there's so many storylines in my head that I could think of that would make sense. Oh, look at Bandino. Bandino, he's gonna do it. He was gonna go for it, but double team by the Young Bucks. They want the money. Miscue by the brothers. Oh, he dropped the pants. Oh my god. So damn, they had the foot on the ropes. But your winners of this match is the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. I'm laughing because the Young Bucks to the 500K. Oh my god. 500K. But as I said this weekend on Collision, MJF will be there. Don't know what Mark Briscoe is going to say, but we shall see. And Brody doesn't seem too happy about with the Young Bucks, and can't blame him for that. But they do have a pinfall over the reigning AEW Tag Team Champions. Oh my goodness, just a mugging by Shibata, by the ring test. It's funny he's trying to avoid Bryan Danielson, but they're just mugging the Ops. And I'm sure Darby Allin is lurking somewhere. He's somewhere in the building because he has a match against Jon Moxley in a coffin match at All Out Texas. And then obviously Marina Shafir trying to get involved in this. But I'm sure we're going to see Darby. Where? I know Darby has to be somewhere. There he is. There's the crazy man. I love that he's on his own. I love how everybody dispersed when Darby was because they know he's crazy. They know he's crazy and will do anything and whatever it takes. Darby's just Darby. You can't knock the man for it, but Darby Allin, he has a coffin match against Jon Moxley. Darby, you are just a special specimen. I mean, the man climbed Mount Everest. He was in MJF's wedding and Gabe Kidd. Oh shit! Oh my god! Well, we kind of knew this was gonna happen. Daniel Garcia took out Darby Allin. Man, because if you saw what happened in Collision the last couple of weeks when we were in Philly, Jon Moxley was getting in his head. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be Gabe Kidd. That's what I thought. I thought it was Gabe. And the fans are chanting, "You sold out." Damn, I really want to hear what Nigel McGuinness has to say on Saturday because Nigel did have a partnership with Daniel Garcia, but I want to hear what Daddy Magic has to say because I know Daddy Magic is like, "What the hell are you thinking?" And they really want to destroy Darby. They're trying to really destroy his ego. They're trying to make him so. They're saying F you, Danny. I would too if you did it to Darby Allin. Man, he really doesn't want that casket match. I'm going to tell you something. Darby Allin. Okay, this is where you need to bring my guy Orange. This is where you kind of need to bring my guy Freshly Squeezed. Because who better to know Jon Moxley than Orange Cassidy himself? Who better to do that? So I think Darby's going to call up some friends. Not Sting, but he's going to call up some friends. And I know Danielson's watching this because this is flashbacks of him at Wrestle Dream, and he's still recuperating from his injuries. Like, I know Danielson, he wants to. I can see Danielson in his mind. He really wants to. I'm trying to think what Daddy Magic is going to say. Daddy Magic and Nigel McGuinness. You think maybe we could see Nigel McGuinness back in the ring? I wouldn't mind seeing Nigel. What is he doing? Daniel Garcia, and I hate to dare to say this, but I think it's a possibility Chris Statlander may join the Death Riders. That's going to be very interesting to watch. But yeah. So this is how we end AEW Dynamite. The final Dynamite of AEW residency in 2300. Wow. That was very interesting. We're going to be talking a lot about this on WWT Live shortly. But wow, actually, it did not surprise me at all because if you saw the last couple weeks, yeah, I'm very curious on what Daddy Magic has to say, Nigel has to say. Yeah, winning the 5K. Well, technically, Rodino beat the crap out of the Young Bucks, so it's a possibility the Young Bucks may, which actually makes sense. So, yeah, it's probably somewhere down the line, but woo, that's why I think I would not be shocked if Chris Statlander joined. But there's a lot of possibilities out there. But this is how we're going to end AEW Dynamite. There's a lot of things, and I'm just like, woo! Interesting way to end the final Dynamite at 2300 residency. Thank you, all of you, for joining with me. This is your timeless elite, your PR princess, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you are new here, please put in your city and country that you are from. Every little bit helps. And You need a coffee, and just to get you up to speed, you need a coffee that won't powerbomb your sleep schedule. Savorisa's got you. It's premium craft decaf and half-calf coffee. Both flavors, no jitters. Made from high-altitude Arabia beans. Naturally decaffeinated with no harsh chemicals. Bourbon, pecan decaf, minted mocha. Yeah, that's pretty good. And use the exclusive code for 25% off at savorista.com. The code is 691793. Again, the code is 691793. And make sure to get your coffee after everything that's happened. But that wraps up Timeless Elite Wednesday with your Timeless Elite, your PR princess, Stone Cold Courtney, wherever you want to call me. Make sure to check me out on WWT Live because we'll be doing a post show on what happened on Dynamite. And make sure to follow Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WWTalkpod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.